get yours, nigga, cause I'ma get mine. Today gon' be a good day. Jack gon' keep it playing from the Genesis. As I'm blowing dope, being broke, my only nemesis. Remember when it wasn't all good, I used to reminisce. Felt like I was going through hell with no deliverance. Niggas throwing salt in the game, condoning ignorance. But when it's really in you, not on you, we know the difference. Nigga ain't no willing and dealing, we really killing shit. My brother passed a shooter like Luca, he gave me 10 assists. Nigga, I was Dennis before you knew what a menace is. Now I just spread lust to these bitches, ho, I'm a feminist. Way they running back to the dick, they think they Emmett Smith. No real player gon' break it, that shit be imminent. Yeah. Nigga, we was trapping out the tenement. Niggas ain't hard, they just loud, them niggas impotent. Ain't in it for the glory, my life story is intricate. Don't crash out for the money and watch the niggas you get it with. I say it all, cause I'm past the point that I'ma play with y'all. And as the president, I'ma have to revoke your player card. Don't think the nigga ever was real, and he gon' stay a fraud. Don't think a nigga bluffing is not nothing to break them all. Saquon, ho, it's not nothing to shake them all. There ain't no street clothes on my bed, ho, better take them all. Just get that cheese, breaking that bread, and I can stay involved. You wanna look sweet in my side seat, got to pay the cost.
I got dope and cheese, I'm smoking G's. While I was scaling dope and weed, y'all been yelling broken knees. You gon' do it, baby, do it, gotta hold and squeeze. For real, it's cold out here, one of you hoes gon' freeze. Rob the reverend, call the blessing, hold your nose, don't sneeze. Poop, nigga. Oops, nigga. Pull up in that big shit like I'm too big for that coupe, nigga. Too legit to quit, no, I'm just too legit for you, nigga. Twin towers feel the power when we speaking, nigga. Cope like I was in the ghost with Tommy Egan, nigga. If your bitch looks suspicious, she probably creeping, nigga. If you heard the shit before, it's probably beating. And don't ask me about no money, I'ma tell you, let me hold something. 60K and debt be walking around like I don't owe nothing. So and so got shot up, I just act like I don't know nothing. I call love, but we make a hit and it's a home run. Clean up in the kitchen, we can't have no dirty dishes. Cause it's roaches outside and we cooking if they don't sniff it. Took a shot in the dark, I just went for this shit. Why aim for the stars, go forward and get nothing. Somewhere there's a young nigga on the same thing. Suggested advice, I tell him do better. Baby mom pregnant, I was turning 18. Ain't even focused my mind to getting cheddar. So I quit this rap shit, quit chasing my dreams. Fuck it, get money off of hoes and the fiends. Fuck it, get money, then turn around, blow it. If I was my plug, man, I wouldn't even throw it. Maybe I would get money, you know it. Really had the city for some summers with the lows, yeah. Going down the wrong way, niggas getting smoked, yeah. I ain't even tell you about the times I was broke, yeah.
Okay, now respect. Let me get this. My bad, y'all. My bad. Let me get my stuff all together here. I don't know where my. How do I? What in the world? Hold on, man. Um, wow. I'm tripping. I'm just a little rusty with it. Much respect, respect. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Smitty's Corner right here on Lighthouse_301. Let's go ahead and get to this one for today, right? So for this afternoon, what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out some clips. I got some clips for y'all, right? So I have some clips that was sent to me, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my little reaction to it. This isn't gonna be a very long live. I'm pretty sure I don't have to say that at this point, but just in case you're not here. But other than that, I really hope that everybody's having a wonderful weekend. I pray that everything's going good with you and yours. Much respect to you all. Salute, salute. Okay, now, so on this first one here, right? So I got 3 clips. We're going to go ahead and look at them. I'm going to just give y'all my little breakdown. Now, on this first one, you know, we're talking a lot in these spaces about stepfathers. I've been hearing a lot of talk about stepdads. All right. So I'm going to play a video. I'm going to just leave it at that. The time right now is 2:12 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let me get my headphones. Now let me plug them in. I didn't know they was unplugged. Let me get plugged in here. Okay. Okay, now there we go. All right, I feel a lot better about that. So what we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna pull this up for y'all, and let's get to it. So what I did was, instead of just pulling up short after short, I just went on ahead and I just made a little compilation. So we're gonna watch video for video. So this contains 3 shorts we're gonna look at, and we're gonna see what we got on each of them. All right, y'all know the deal. Let's go ahead and get to it. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's go ahead and rock out. Let's see what we got on the first video. Hold on 1 second. Let me just hold on. I gotta do this. See, I be having to remember how to do this stuff. All right, boom. There we go. All right, now I'm set up. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's go ahead and rock out.
Don't understand is why every time you disrespect your baby daddy is why you run to me to save you. If you want that man to respect you, then you got to respect him. Y'all had that baby together. It's not up to me to establish respect with your baby father for you. That's what you have to do. I'm going to be honest with you. It ain't none of my business what you two go through as a result of your son. That's for you to figure out how to.
Now, we're going to stop it right there. That's the stepdad. Rabbit ears, right? Rabbit ears, the man who stepped up, if you want to say. He said it's none of his business. That's not his issue or his problem. Okay. I'm just saying, because last time I checked, I'm always hearing, the kids and the woman, that's the whole package, right? The kids is part of the package deal when you get that woman, right? If she's a single mother. So let's keep on going. Let's see what we got.
Deal with. That's not for me to get into. You lied to me and told me you didn't want to be there for his son. You did everything you could to eliminate that man and to get me to play daddy. And as soon as I stepped in there to try to play daddy, your son rebelled. And your baby daddy had a problem with it. And if he got a problem with me trying to help raise his son, then he needs to go be with his father. That boy is bigger than you.
Wow. I also hear a lot of talk about how, yes, ladies, like there are times and points in that child's life, son or daughter, when they get to a certain age, depending on what's going on in their life, just might be more beneficial to let them go with dad. Now, I know we got a lot of talk, especially in these ghetto ass spaces of, well, the men ain't shit. The men ain't shit. Well, if that's all we keep talking about and that's all you focus on, then we're going to be overlooking all of the wonderful fathers and the stand-up dudes that are actually out here putting in that work. Let's go ahead and keep rocking out.
He's stronger than you, and you think that you can dominate him into submission, that you can beat him into respecting you and listening to you. You can never turn a boy into a man. Not when he has a father that wants to be there and wants to be involved in his life. You got to give his father an opportunity now to be a father to that boy as he's growing into a man. You've done an amazing job up until this point. It's not my position to step in there and play daddy when he has a father.
Hold on now. Now, see, I think this is the part that we don't talk about. Like, so when you step into a new relationship, ladies, and you have a child, and you know that even though you may not get along with the dad, you may not like that. No, you don't like that nigga, nothing. But you know them kids or that child loves that. They love their father, right? Do you still try to get the new man? Is it right? Because, some people do have this headspace where, like, if they're not with the child's father anymore, then the new man is supposed to be the new dad, even though the dad is still around. So it's almost like they're trying to get like a double dose of daddy. And then little do they know, all that really does is it makes things conflicting for that child. See, this is why, from a biblical standpoint to just how the logic of life works, that's why a lot of these things are it's real risky when you like go through a bunch of divorces, breakups, everything else, and kids are involved, because it's not always easy to balance these things out. Not everybody gets along after that. You know, it's a lot of harsh feelings that go on out here. I'm glad I'm not in that position, right? But it is. I mean, we obviously see what goes on out here in this world. But let's keep on rocking out.
A lot of brothers end up dead or in jail playing that game. And that's why a lot of dudes don't date single mothers. Because either they're not over the father or they want to do everything they can to hurt that man, even if it means taking their son.
My bad, y'all. Dang it, man. I was on mute. Shoot. So anyway, thank you for that. So the thing is that life be lifing. Life really be lifing. You got circumstances where people can get along after a breakup. But you know, there's talk about the stepfather and the stepfather's role. I believe that we need to just know that that is always going to be case by case. What I was just saying, it's going to be case by case. You know, because if that child still has their father around in their life, then I mean, I don't understand what even calling that person a stepfather is for, in my personal opinion. Now, that's just me. I know a lot of people look at that as a real harsh or very extreme view of it. But no, if I'm around, if I'm there, no, she just has her dad. And then she has the man who her mother is with, who she should respect in the house as far as being an adult, just like she should respect adults when she's out in public in society. Right? Respect your elders, right? As long as your elders are being respectable. So that's my view on that one right there. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at another video, right? We're going to take another look at a video. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to remember that there's always something called the illusions in the world. Don't let it trick you. Stay focused. Keep your third eye open. We'll be right back after these quick commercial messages.
These messages will be right back.
All right, y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. So now we're going to come on up to video number 2. So let's see what we got for our second clip in today's series. All right, let me see what we got. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted, but hold on. Wait 1 second. Let me get to some of these comments. All right, I appreciate you. What's going on, Riaz? Thank you for stopping by as always. I always appreciate your support. Good. Yeah, I know you're probably talking about the video, huh? Wow. Okay now. What else we got here? All right. So Andrea says a father should be allowed to be a father in a child's life no matter what. But I totally agree with the stepfather. Really? Give me a little more elaboration on what you mean by you agree with the stepfather, if you don't mind. I'm gonna get that a second. Type that in the chat for me if you don't mind. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Riaz. Thank you very much for that, brother. You know, little stuff like that helps. It works. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get to this next video that we got planned. With that being said, PM East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for watching. Let's go ahead and rock out. Let's see what we got on this one.
I mean, now what's up? Now what's up?
What's
Where your
up?
homeboy at?
What's up?
That's fine. That's fine, cause I'm gonna
Square
call
up.
him. I'm gonna call them. They been waiting on you to up.
Man,
Your homeboys ain't your friends.
I mean,
Your homeboys ain't your friends. And I know the other one got more money than you. You know.
Damn, my bad. I was on mute. So I'm gonna just say this off rip, right? You know, ladies, when you get to talking like that, as far as like, yeah, and I know your homeboy got more money than you, all of that. I'm gonna tell you right now, yeah, he definitely got saved, because even if he didn't find this out tonight, the fact is that's what she's been up to. Now we all know how this goes. Usually they wound up getting left, but when they wound up getting left, what they do is they try to flip the script and they want to make it seem like you getting ready to lose out, right? So let's see how this turns out. All right, so maybe he's getting ready to lose out. Let's see how this turns out.
Oh wait, I'm gonna call him. That's fine, cause I'm gonna
that's
call
crazy.
him.
You got cause.
I'm gonna sit on that tonight.
You got cause.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Yay. Oh.
Wow.
So what? This supposed to be some type of
Remember,
like
you had
show,
to,
like what?
remember you had to catch the bus to get here.
And you got nothing to about this?
Yeah.
Hey, dang, they ain't got shit to do with me, man.
And guess what else? And guess what else? And guess what else?
What?
You're gonna have to find somewhere to stay too, boo.
Okay, you gotta get kicked out the crib.
Damn. So, you know, if I was to entitle this one particular shot, I would entitle it "One Woman's Trash is Another Woman's Treasure." Let's see what happens.
Stay on the curve.
Not on the list. So if that's what you want to with, that's fine. Make sure you got a pallet. Make sure you got a pallet.
You just stay with me.
Bruh.
Whoa, hold on now. Because see, that's the thing. You know, I even know about circumstances like that personally. You may think, you know what I'm saying, that this dude don't have nothing else going on. You never know what he has going on. I know about this right here because I've talked to people who have been through this as well. And then she steps off, oh yeah, because this dude has more money. You know, that talk about money, they love to talk about, because a person can pay for more. All right, bet. They also can walk out just as fast as well and everything else. See, the point is, and which I'm saying on that part is, just because you bringing up the fact of money don't mean that that person is going to be solid. Doesn't mean they aren't going to be solid as well. They can have that money and be solid. It happens. But the whole dynamic of she thinking that like, yeah, he about to be ass out. Apparently he got something going on. Shout out to the brother. Let's keep on going. Plus, I ain't gonna lie, shorty in the black, she is a little more conservative dressed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how she rock for real. She could be just as ratchet. I don't know. But you know, and judging by them fluffy slides, probably so. But I'm not one to judge. Okay, the other one got on socks with Crocs. All right, but we just gonna go ahead and keep pushing. But let's go ahead and keep on having fun with this right here.
Done talk so goddamn bad about a and now he finally done stop answering the phone. Oh, go King. You finally know your worth.
See, the thing is that make it funny about that saying right there, you finally know your worth. You know, sometimes that man could possibly already been knew what the worth was and maybe was just desperately trying to get you to see it. Or it also could be maybe that man was just exercising patience. You know, a lot of times we take for granted when a person is just being patient with you, although they've been peeped your bullshit. Ben seen it. Ben recognized it. You're not hiding anything, but it's like, you know, a lot of times people would take that kindness for a weakness, as the cliche saying goes. Let's keep on going.
I ain't even mad at you. I ain't even mad at you. I'm at the pull up though. See you in a minute. Love you, boy.
And these be the women that women try to make it seem like don't exist. That
Deeper than that, those are the type of women that actually make it really, really hard on good women. See, that's why I also talk about like the dudes that make it hard for good men. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the dust balls out there in society. They make it tough when a good man finally does step up, because now we got to go through all these extra hoops and fires and hurdles to get this woman just to go ahead and look at us as regular, because you've been so extra with everything. You know, you done totally messed that woman head up. See, I'm not the type of person that just tells somebody to not, you know, ever react to whatever it is that might trigger you from your past. The fact is, that's part of survival mechanisms. It's how you keep from getting burnt again. You know, you got to be able to know how to, in a healthy way, recognize what your past triggers and things can be. And a lot of times, you know, we will try to shame a person for actually recognizing when they're peeping previous patterns, right? Let me put this back up here. Let me see something now. Hold on. Add to stage. There we go. Now let me just do this right here. Bam. Let me just move this right over some. Now I'm gonna just do that. Bam. All right, so we're just gonna do radio motion for right now, and we're just gonna listen, because I don't want the live to be messing up too much. Let's keep going.
men don't deal with. You did all this talking bad about him, and you say he finally stopped talking to you. So you was verbally attacking this man, and he finally said, "You know what? I'm no longer dealing with this." And your choice of action is to pull up to his crib to make things worse, to turn your.
I'm very thankful I didn't deal with that part of it. Folks are mature enough. I'm very thankful for that. But the talking like cash dog shit about, oh my gosh, yes, was absolutely drug. But the thing about it is that I had to get to a point and recognize which side of this do I focus on. The side of it where, you know, it's people that really don't know exactly who I am and what I got going on. And, you know, they don't know who you are, what you have going on, right? See, I like to kind of keep it on me so I don't just make it too vague, right? So it's like, yeah, you'll have all of that happen. But then what happens is you turn around and things blossom and bloom in a much better way for you. Because little do you know that that was a moment where you were supposed to be getting out of a circumstance in order to put yourself in a much better place in life. I be recognizing that. I don't always look at circumstances like that as a loss. No, man. Sometimes it's one of the biggest gains you can ever get. But you got to know how to peep it for what it is, though. But let's keep listening.
Verbal altercation to maybe a physical altercation. Now, women want to make it seem like what she's saying is funny. Is okay, cool. But this is why so many men don't want to deal with y'all in a certain aspect, because you don't accept and understand what men have to go through on a day-to-day basis. Even if he try to do the right thing by y'all still find a way to make his life worse. And for the women who be like that like this type of energy, and you wonder why you end up in your 30s and 40s and nobody wants your ass. And these men ain't this, they ain't that. No, they don't want to deal with your. That's all that is.
Absolute facts. What he said and what's written up here. Yeah, she wasn't for him anyway. LOL. Nah, real talk though. Again, like it's like when you really like when that fog clears, you recognize like, bruh, like nah, nah, I was just blinded by some bullshit. I had dirt thrown in my eyes. That's what happened. Let me see what's this going on right here. Sad saying, but he seems he got tired of being taken for granted. Yeah, it's toxic. And yes, that is a very, very real thing. Like, because see, the thing is, most of us as men, we already know majority of what we do is like thankless type. Like, I mean, really being dads, honestly, being husbands, a lot of this stuff is thankless. It's like we ain't no really getting no real nothing. And we know this. I'm not saying that in a complaint. I'm saying that as a fellow man and father in society who recognizes I know what it is. So it's like, yeah, but you know, when people go overboard, and not only are you known, not only do you know you don't really get the thanks or any kind of appreciation, they actually try to look at you like you're crazy. They start giving you really wild words to you that they never usually said before, and they start really flipping on you, and then they try to drag you through the mud. Like, now that's a whole nother level. At that point, then you do have to say to yourself, yeah, I think I got to go ahead and make some changes. I need to go ahead and do something different, be somewhere different, whether it's by myself or with someone else, but I need to make some changes. Does make it hard for good women to be trusted due to, yeah. You talking about on that previous clip. Absolutely, it does. You know, it does. It does. And it makes it hard for us as good men when we have, cornballs like that and everything that do wild stuff. It makes it hard for us as well. Like, that is so true. So true. Let's keep on listening. Let's see what we got right here.
More men nowadays are saying, you know what? I don't have to deal with it. Fellas, you don't have to deal with it. You can be happy. Cut their ass off. I don't deal with it. As soon as I see a woman talking to me a certain type of way, oh, shot, it's over with. Well, nah, that's petty. That's fine. I let women call me all type of names. And it's the last time she gonna call it to me. I ain't trying to correct none of it. That's how you feel cool. Anytime a woman would assume or have any type of assumption about me, that's fine. That's it. I'm not here to correct any of it. Fellas, y'all need to understand, bro. You don't have to deal with none of it. They gonna walk to your own beat. They're gonna walk to your beat. You a man. I don't like when I talk like that. You a man. You ain't gonna, man. She gonna get on track or get gone. Point blank, period. Man, hell no. Y'all take these, be cool.
Now, on this one, I would say, right, on the like, get with it or get gone. I've never been one that's a true component that likes to like implicate that whole like my way or the highway, because the fact is, just like how we say with children, it takes two. Well, to keep a relationship together, it takes two, right? I am a firm believer that, you know what I'm saying, just as much as you want that woman to acquiesce or to kind of, shift or, adjust to certain things being with you, bro, you got to damn sure make sure on double time, especially us being men, we damn sure got to do that, right? So, the whole my way or the highway, nah, I think it should be our way or no way, in the sense of what works best for us as an individual couple. F all these talking points. Forget what these people be talking about. You can get a tip, a hint here or there, but overall, we need to deal with what we need to deal with, how we deal with it. However it is that we have that makes us happy, that we like to do, that's how we need to rock this out. Need to be sitting up here trying to like real deal take advice from people who obviously can't keep their own shit together. And it's been shown time and time and again. It's even a large reason why I even kind of fell back a lot from really just kind of like trying to talk about like how relationships should be. Like, who am I to say that? Who am I to tell you how a relationship's supposed to be, and your relationship is not my relationship? Like, come on, cut it out. So that's what I be peeping. Like, we be having a whole lot to say about something that we know is very subjective and very case by case, and very much so it's always going to be a one-off, because each individual circumstance is going to be anecdotal. Then we'll turn around and tell people in this space, don't speak anecdotal. Well, that's your experience. What the hell do you think a person is supposed to tell you besides their experience? Was I supposed to tell people yours? Or was that your job? Isn't it? Last time I checked, I could have sworn that's your job to tell people what your experience is. I have like I have so taken time, and I'm still working on it. So many things I'm working on in myself, and I'm so thankful to have great counsel, wonderful company to be able to to help gauge where I am, to be able to get that feedback of, you know what I'm saying, how I look outside of myself, right? Because, you know, you can't see the picture when you're standing inside the frame. So it's good to have a viewer around that you can actually bounce off of. Magnificent, right? And there's so much I'm learning about myself and how much I'm recognizing even the things that I may tell you that may be helpful or work for you may not. I may not. Maybe the worst thing I could have told you. It might be something that's really just honestly not even relevant. There's so many factors. Or it could be something that's right on point, right on beat. But again, what I'm saying right now is case by case. It's a case by case. What's going on? What's going on, beloved? You all right? Everything good with you? You know, I got a little whiffer earlier, so I hope that you're okay. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything's Gucci with you. You know we rocks with you. You know we mess with you over on this side of town. You know it's always love. Salute to you. I'm glad you stopped through. I appreciate you for listening for a bit. So what I need y'all to understand and get is, I mean, the best thing for people to do if you really want to help people when it comes to, I guess you can say, like, relationships, right? The best thing to do is to really focus on who you are and who you're dealing with. Who are you in a relationship with? How much do you know about that person? My bad, I hit my microphone. How much do you know about that person, right? How much do you know about yourself before you even stepped into that relationship? How much about yourself do you know you had to get in order, fix, correct? Yes, maybe go to therapy for it. Maybe do some like social group activities about before you go ahead and hop back out there to the big wide world. A lot of times we don't take time and focus on ourselves again. You see? You know what? I get you. I get you on that too, fam. Like sometimes you do. You know what? I really do believe that it's healthy. I believe it's healthy, Tamika, to get your lungs off the street. That's how we say it here. Like, so get your lungs off the street. Like, get that shit off your chest and say it with your chest, right? I'm not a fan of people trying to make it seem like if you finally snap. Now, I don't know the details of things. I'm not siding on anything. You know how Smitty go, right? But just, you know, I got whiff. But like, I'm more so on the point of, just because a person finally may say something, that don't mean they're crazy. You're not crazy because you finally snapped and had time that day. You know, sometimes it is. It's just like, you know what? I got time today. I got a little bit of time today to go ahead and remind y'all real quick, or to let y'all know if I never did. Why? Because in this day and age, in this life, especially on the internet, like, you're going to have to do that. I don't look at nobody crazy just because they finally just went off real quick. You ain't stepping out your femininity or nothing like that just because you went on ahead and had to let somebody know how you feel real quick. And people will try to flip that shit and make you feel like it's something wrong with you, or like, you know what I'm saying? You know what, you drunk or high and all this. Like, nah, nigga, I'm high off this moment right now and let you know, and I'm gonna let your ass have it if I have to. And, you know, I know a lot of us, maybe we don't even like to be in that type of headspace. But again, you know, I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of reasons why I myself fell back to TMKC. Me, myself, too. It's a lot of reasons, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you realize it's a lot of folks, they would talk dog shit about you. You don't know it. It's a lot of people that will have little private conversations and shit and all kinds of rumors and shit and everything else. And I don't have time for it. I just don't. I'm not joking with y'all when I say I value my peace way too much. I value that shit way too much. I love y'all. That's why y'all still see me pop up in the chat and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm never going to act like I'm too good and shit like that. Nah, man, that ain't my position. But like, it's just not conducive to my spirit. And I ain't saying nobody to do anything. I don't want to run nobody off or anything like that. But just, that's just where I am with it, man. Like, it's not meshing well Like I be getting off panels at time, and like I be really having shit in my head for a quick second, and I'm like, bruh, you don't know these people. You don't know these people. You ain't met them. You probably never gonna meet them. You probably never gonna meet them in real life. Not doing no meetups. Not doing none of that shit. Probably never gonna see them. And here it is. You all in your space about something. You know what I'm saying? People be getting like real deal like in their feelings about like I guess what a person says or what their opinion is on a certain topic. And I'm like, bruh, like it's a panel. Like what the hell? I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like being places where everybody agrees and everybody like that shit is weird. Like that's creepy to me. Like I'm gonna be like, what is this, a cult? Like what is this? You know what? I don't want to drink no juice. I'm not drinking no juice. Everybody saying the same thing all in unison. Like that shit ain't cool. That's not fun. It's not entertaining. I don't learn anything. It's nothing I learned. So I got you on that. You smell me now? But I ain't gonna lie, I still love us though. Like I love us in all of our dysfunction. That's what I've always said. I do. I love us in all of our dysfunction. That's just how that shit go. But we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna run these videos back one more again for the win. I'm gonna run them back, and we're gonna go ahead and break them down just a little bit better and see what we got on this right here. Let me go ahead and pull this up. If y'all don't mind, give me one quick moment, because this won't take but a second. All right, so let me just go right here. Boom, boom. Because I really want to kind of focus on like the other two mainly, you know. So hold on, wait, where am I? Bow, there we go. Okay, and then I can do that. No, wait a minute. Come back and stream, y'all. All right. I appreciate you. All right, so let's just look at this. I'm gonna just go through the first two primarily. All right, so let me pull this back up. Hold on. See this why I can't wait to get this daggone cord. Oh shoot. Hold on, wait a minute. Boom, share screen. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. All right, y'all, let's rock out.
Are you on Instagram?
Don't understand is why every time you disrespect your baby daddy is why you run to me to save you. If you want that man to respect you, then you got to respect him. Y'all had that baby together. It's not up to me to establish respect with your baby father for you. That's what you have to do.
Now, I'm really curious of what you all think about this when it comes to the whole stepdad talk and what this man says. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let these last two videos play through, and I'm going to go ahead and kick it and cool it because it's Sunday and I got to get dinner going early because I got plans this evening, and I love y'all. Much respect to the family. I digress. My mic is muted. I'm going to see y'all next time.
I'm going to be honest with you. It ain't none of my business what you two go through as a result of your son. That's for you to figure out how to deal with. That's not for me to get into. You lied to me and told me you didn't want to be there for his son. You did everything you could to eliminate that man and to get me to play daddy. And as soon as I stepped in there to try to play daddy, your son rebelled. And your baby daddy had a problem with it. And if he got a problem with me trying to help raise his son, then he needs to go be with his father. That boy is bigger than you. He's stronger than you. And you think that you can dominate him into submission, that you can beat him into respecting you and listening to you. You can never turn a boy into a man. Not when he has a father that wants to be there and wants to be involved in his life. You got to give his father an opportunity now to be a father to that boy as he's growing into a man. You've done an amazing job up until this point. It's not my position to step in there and play daddy when he has a father. A lot of brothers end up dead or in jail playing that game. And that's why a lot of dudes don't date single mothers. Because either they're not over the father or they want to do everything they can to hurt that man, even if it means taking their son.
Now what's up?
What's
Where your
up?
homeboy at?
What's up?
That's fine, cause I'm gonna
Square
call
up.
him. I'm gonna call him. They been waiting on you to up.
Man,
Your homeboys ain't your friends.
I mean,
Your homeboys ain't your friends. And I know the other one got more money than you. You know what? I'm gonna call him. That's fine, cause I'm gonna
that's
call
crazy.
him.
You got calls.
I'm gonna sit on that tonight.
You got calls.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey.
Oh,
Wow.
so what? This supposed to be some type of
Remember,
like
you had
game show,
to
like what?
remember you had to catch the bus to get here.
And you got nothing about this?
Yeah.
Hey, they ain't got shit to do with me, man.
And guess what else? And guess what else?
What?
You're gonna have to find somewhere to stay too, boo.
Okay, you about to get kicked out the crib. Stay on the curb.
Not on the list. So if that's what you want to with, that's fine. Make sure you got a pallet. Make sure you got a pallet.
You just stay with me.
Bruh.
You serious?
Now if you and your legends shoot this up to 10, the airways belong to Disciple and the war chief Lynn. First digest the heat from my toaster. Blast, cotton can last on your block about the class.
Yeah, digging on the Sheba, tapping on the Sheba, singing they want sunset, gotten you one nuts and the ass whipping, and feel it wouldn't kick in, never juggle satin, coolie coda can't blow, coolie how is how I pump, when the convincers in my clutch, your murder one sung it then hushed,
The
Hollywood.
awakening, how much notes are we raking in? The more we vision, you ain't fit for this division, so put the splits on it, tell your Foxy put her lips on it, it's murder one when the
I'm
stone's
trying
on
to
it.
tell you now, the copper here from the 3 o'clock and a something terrible that happen when you're foreshatting. No counterfeit, never dug the sound of it low. Cold toss the out, razor candy cut, what? Low sugar streets where the hustle crossing cats meet. My kin looking like Flint about to boogie.
Inside Sheba sugar walls trying to landscape pleasure. I face the north in the north face bubble feather. Stone tribe jungle life diamond crook campus destined for Sugar City and we copping Willie
I got
Stampers.
you wide. I keep you wide. I got you wide. I keep you wide. Once the heat is on, you know that mean the war chief sin. Melting ice grills from the Ace Boone and Mac 10. Eldorado R and a sparkling Chevrolet. All the dough sacks until I see no
It ain't no such thing as 3 o'clock. I cruise the block in my snorkel. A time link swing, 6 figures. I'm trying to see it, so I'm coasting. Sipping on some clear patch of potion, got me tipsy. Waiting for some sugar rain to hit me. This is living. Screeching through the cracks of Hell's Kitchen, talking dynamite slang in my wheels while I'm brick
Check the
pitching.
crumb pressure, Terrell sugar love out of sight. Double modern block bus, EG grade airtight. In the war chief, pulling the old brown sugar con through the doorway. And sugar hit the stairway and down.
I can dig it. Can you dig it? Diamonds glow. Ichi stay fresh in the flesh, dice fro. We Thundercats, it's all about stash in the coffee. Butter dripping off me. I talk it like I walk it on uptown grounds. Jungle champ compounds, where the law's always found. And war chief run the
The
town.
last cards was dealt, so was the last hander. Scat cats from the sugar flats, low bander. Running reps, pulling coats to the counterfeited. Shy catch you on the rebound, sweet and low digging.
I digress. My mic is muted.